She rushes past, ducking down in front of him, making sure that the space is still clear, then helps him lower the first package. "What the bloody hell is this thing?" the man asks. "Exercise equipment," Beth tells him. That's an answer suggested by the man who sold the machine to her. In his email, he told her that he would write that on the form for the collection, and on the customs form. He was French, and Beth had had to translate his email using the internet, only the occasional word making her stumble. Still, she got the gist. "Jesus," the delivery man says as he puts it down. The French seller has marked the packages with arrows, showing which way up they're to be carried and stored, and stretches his back. He's wearing a thick black harness around his waist, which he pats. "Lifesaver," he says. "They make us wear them now, for the insurance. We take them off in the van when we're done. Fucking hot, though, wearing this along with the rest of the get-up." He stretches again, more exaggerated this time. His friend shouts from the window, where they see he's positioned the next piece. This one long and thin at one end, bulbous and clunky at the other, meant to stand tall, taller than any of the people in the flat, halfway through the window. He's straining to hold it up. Beth sees that the arrows, marked with thin, shaky writing that says "this way up," are horizontal. She wonders if that'll affect it in any way. "Come on," the man says. "Can't hold it." The other one takes the inside end and they work it through. "Same place?" the first removal man asks. Beth nods, and then he asks for something cold to drink, which she prepares, iced tea in the fridge, as they both struggle with it through the tight doorways and narrow corner into the room. She's got 2 glasses on the side ready by the time they're done with that piece, but the first man, clearly the superior of the two, older and wiser and with a company T-shirt on under his rote blue overalls, waves them aside. "Last piece, then we'll have them," he says. Beth watches them both at the van, which they've parked at the bottom of the estate by the bollards that prevent cars driving right up to the buildings themselves. They look at the last piece, which is nearly the same shape as the first, only somehow wider, more unwieldy, and they both laugh. She knows that they're talking about what it is. Speculating. They'll know it's not exercise equipment. They've handled exercise bikes before. They do this for a living, and the wool can't be pulled over the eyes of those who will know the weight and shape of an exercise bike or a rowing machine. She watches as they finally heave the last piece up between them, up the stairwell and into her flat through the window space. Their sweat drips from their heads and onto the concrete slabs, and the machine. "It needs to be a certain way," she says. "Would you mind?" They shrug, and she tells them. The pieces have been labelled with numbers showing where they connect, drawn on the outside of the wrapping. "This is like Tetris," the first man says. The younger man laughs. They back up and look at it when they're done, and the wall is essentially filled by the wrapped packages. The light that came through the small window is totally blocked now, and the room is suddenly darker, thrown into the shade of the still wrapped packages. "You all right with this now?" the older man asks. He hands Beth a sheet from his back pocket and a pen. "Sign this and we're all good." They gulp their drinks back as she signs her name 3 times and then leave the glasses on the side. They replace the window back in minutes. "These things are all designed to be taken apart and put back together so quickly now," the first man says. "Everything's a bloody prefab, right?" He smiles at Beth as if she doesn't live here, as if she'll be in on the slightly snobbish joke with him. To her surprise, she laughs, to back him up. "I know," she says. "Thanks for everything. I really mean that." "No problem." She waits until they're back in their van. They stand at the rear of it for a few minutes, examining what they've got left on their sheet of deliveries and where they're heading next, wiping their foreheads on their sleeves and on a towel, gasping for air.